Mr. Wills, you are good to go.
Fantastic. Well, welcome everybody, and it's so good that I'm finally starting to get to hear or speak to some of you. That's amazing. My name is Mr. Wills, and I am going to be your tutor when you join Wangel. So welcome. Your tutor name is going to be 7G. So my name is Mr. Wills. So a little bit about me. I am a geography teacher, and just like you, I have only just joined Wangels. So like you, it is something that we're going to be on this learning journey together, and that's amazing. But please don't feel worried or daunted, anything like that. I'm in the same boat, and we're absolutely going to share this journey together. So a little bit about me. I love music, I love music gigs, I love dance, and I love travel. I have two wonderful daughters that are in year 3 and year 4, and we love to travel the world, and that's something that stems from my love of geography. So as well as a geography teacher, outside of my kind of teacher hat, or a geography teacher hat, I'm a dance teacher, and I have performed ballet and contemporary all over the UK and Europe. That's something that I used to do a lot, and now I've decided to focus purely on my geography teacher role for a career, and that is what's brought me here today. And I'm very, very glad and very proud to become your tutor. So a little bit about Wangels and our expectations. So I'm going to talk through a couple of the slides, and then at the end we will have some time for you to type in the chat box if you have any questions for me. So our expectations come from kind of the basis of everything we do, everything we believe in as a community, and these expectations are for everybody in the school, students and staff alike. We all live by these kind of expectations. So we want you to be prepared to learn. We want you to come into school with a positive attitude that you're going to learn in all of your subjects from all of the teachers. We want you to be proud of your achievements and your efforts and all of your successes, however big or small they be, whatever point you're in your school journey. We want you to be really proud of those and share those with us. As I said, we want you to be positive and a member of our community that really contributes to our Wangels community. One thing that we're really, really passionate about is respect. And that's respect for yourselves, respect for us, and respect for everybody around you in this drive to learn and grow, to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. We want you to be resilient, remain focused on task, whatever task that may be. But one thing we always want you to do is be responsible. Be responsible for everything you say and do, or you're speaking and acting towards others in any kind of way. So that encapsulates in a very quick way of our expectations and the basis of everything we do at Wangels. Okay, so I'd like to just talk you through a bit around our uniform. So our uniform is a grey blazer with our school badge on, and there is an expectation for all for blazers to be worn at all times. Now, there's going to be times when you're in lesson or things you get to take them off, but the expectation when you're walking around, you have them on and you ask teachers' permission if you were to take them off for whatever reason. School jumpers aren't compulsory, but if you are to wear one, it needs to be one with the school badge on. Now, a sensible coat obviously would be required in the winter when you're outside, and that is perfectly acceptable. But one thing we do ask is that there's been no hoodies whatsoever. So parents, if you're listening, that is a Wangels rule that we do not allow any hoodies to be worn. So just our blazers and a school jumper if you'd like one, and then a sensible coat over the top. For trousers, we like black tailored trousers or shorts. Anything that is skin tight or really, really fitted is not allowed. Any kind of leggings, chinos, they are not to be worn in school. It is just the standard black tailored trousers or shorts. Shorts and skirts must be worn on the knee. Now you can wear tights with those for the girls, or socks. Now with shoes, they are plain black flat shoes suitable for kind of a formal working environment. So no trainers should be worn. It is just the plain black polished shoes. We ask for a white formal shirt with a collar, and shirts are to be tucked in at all times. Any jewellery should adhere to our Wangels health and safety protocols, which I believe are on the website if you want to refresh yourself on this after today. But that's a single small stud can be worn in the ears All jewellery must be removed for anything physical. So if it's PE or any of the other practical lessons, it has to be removed. Now, if you ask to wear it into school and you do remove it, Angels take no responsibility for that jewellery once it's been taken off. So if I was you, I'd probably not wear it, just to be on the safe side. Wouldn't want you to misplace it or anything like that. But if you do, it needs to be taken off for all practical lessons. For skirts, so say black, similar to the shorts, black knee-length skirts, pleated, straight or A-line. Anything that's fitted is not allowed, please. That goes for kind of elastic tube skirts or anything like that. And as I said before, plain black tights or socks to be worn. Student hair. So we ask for our student hair and makeup to be suitable for a formal environment. And that is something that is we ask for all of our students. Makeup to be kept to an absolute minimum and to be natural in colour and very discreet. Okay. So if you have to say any other questions on the uniform, please drop them in the check box and I'll look at that at the end. You'll notice there's 4 pictures also on this slide. I would like you to introduce 4 of the people that are very important to our school community. We have Mr. Reynolds. He is your head of year 7. We have Miss Street, an assistant principal. We have Mr. Johnson, a deputy head teacher, and with Mrs. Humber, the principal of the school. I'm sure these are people that you're going to get to know. They will be people that you will see all around the school. So don't worry if you don't remember their names straight off the bat. Absolutely become part of our daily community come September. So your first day in year 7. So on Monday, the 5th of September, you will come and meet me in the quad. Now, the quad is going to be super easy to find. It's a big space in our school. I'll be holding a big old sign with 7G on, so you've just got to look out for me, and I'll be holding our tutor group name on it. There'll be lots of people around to help you find the quad. It's super easy to find, so please don't worry. Then we're going to go and find our new tutor room. And on that day, we're going to start to do Welcome to Angels. It'll be a virtual assembly from Mrs. Humber and Mr. Reynolds, and that'll be done from our tutor room. We're then going to go for a tour of the school, encapsulating a Angels treasure hunt. So that'll be fun. And that's for us to start to get to know where everything is, where our form room is, and all the important things that you need to know about the locations. Then we're going to issue your timetables and talk about lockers. And that is something we can discuss, and any questions you guys have for me at that point, absolutely okay. I will then be doing a uniform and equipment check, making sure that everything like we've just discussed about the uniform, all the equipment you're going to need to be ready to learn, you're going to make sure everything's ready to go. Then I'll be spending some time individually checking in with everybody just to make sure that if there's any questions, absolutely I'm there to try and answer them the best I can. And then we've got that time set aside for us to have those discussions. We will then be having our canteen biometrics, and that is something that how we pay for things like lunches in school. So that is a system that parents can load up money at home via our website, and then you pay for things like your lunches, drinks, that sort of thing, all via a fingerprint. And that's something we're going to set up on the first day. We will then be having some icebreakers and activities just to make sure we all start to get to know each other and really build our 7G community. And our school day finishes at 3 p.m. Now, on Tuesday the 6th, you're going to come straight to the tutor room. Now, hopefully you'll remember it, but don't worry if you don't. There'll be people around, and we'll make sure that you can find your way to our tutor room. We're going to be double checking our timetables, our planners, our lockers, all those sorts of things. We're just going to make sure that we're really ready to kind of start our day. Then I maybe start to bring in and start to take in some of our passport entries. Now, our Angels passport, I'm hoping that's something you've all seen now. I've got a little bit to discuss on the next slide, but we can absolutely start looking at them. It's not compulsory, but I'd love to do it because it helps me get to know you, and then I can start to maybe making a bit of a display with some of the stuff that we have created. We have some more icebreakers, some more activities as a form, and then another chance to have an individual check-in with myself. I believe that's the first part of the day, and then we will go off to start our lessons. And again, like before, like on a normal school day, school finishes at 3 p.m. Okay, so there's lots of opportunities to speak to me on a one-to-one basis, and lots of opportunities to get to know our form and start to really understand and make some friends in our form group. Okay. So Rangers Passport, something I just mentioned. Over the summer holidays, we would love you to complete some of the activities. You can pick 1, 2, as many as you like. As I said, it's not compulsory, but I would love you to try and have a go at 1 or 2 of the activities so that I can really get to know you. And I'm going to do one as well, so you can start to get to know me a bit as well. And that's something that really helps grow our Angels communities. Okay, so the project's going to be due on Friday the 9th. But at any point, if you've done it beforehand, you can bring it in to me at any point. Okay, so that's the bit I've done, and I probably appreciate it's a lot of information, but I just wanted to give you now the opportunity to ask for any questions. Please, if you can, type in the Q&A box, and I will do my best to answer those. So I will just give you a minute or two to write some of those in.
Have you finished, Mr. Wills?
I have.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mr. Wills. We will see you all in September.
I've just asked if there's any questions.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Mr. Wills. I'll leave you to it.
I'm really typing no questions as of yet, but I will just wait a minute or two in case there are any more that come through.
Okay, Mr. Wills, just turn your camera off when you're finished. Okay.
Fantastic. Will do. Thank you. Now, I can't see any questions, and I am, oh, has that one just come through there? Fantastic. So someone saying thank you. Well, thank you. As I say, please don't worry. It's a great community, and we're going to learn this together. So I joined Rangers myself this year, so we will learn everything together. On PE day, do we come in our PE kit? There will be options to change, I believe. We have done things a little bit different as of this year, but let me come back to you on that one, please. But there'll be plenty of warning for that, so please don't worry about that. Any other questions? No? Okay, well, thank you all for joining us. I look forward to meeting you all in September. Thank you, bye-bye.